Okay, so today I decided to replace my transmission fluid on my Ford Mustang 2008, and it turns out that I needed 12 quarts of transmission fluid in order to flush out the whole entire transmission. And from here, I'll show you guys how I replace my transmission fluid on my Ford Mustang. All right, so the first thing you need is a transfer pump. And this pump, you can transfer 2 liquids at the same exact time from one side to the other side. And this pump is all you need. It costs $15 on AutoZone. On the back of the box, you can see that it has the red tip. And this red tip you're gonna need in order to insert it inside the transmission fluid hole. I got my engine oil pan, and as you can see here, this is how my pump is set up. I got the black tube on the other side of the pump, and it's connected. This is the only way you could possibly fit this tiny adapter inside the transmission fluid plug. And with this tube, I'm gonna open the quart and I'm gonna just stick it inside there, and all you have to do is just pump it, and the liquid will travel all the way to the pump itself, and then inside the pump is going to travel towards the black tube here. This tiny hole, you want to open it up a little bit more because it's going to be hard to pump the fluid. As you can see, I bought me a filter, and I bought me a gasket as well for the pan. There's a connection right here that I have to disconnect in order to remove the pan. There we go. That's the connection right here. Put it inside. Once you warm up the engine, there's gonna be transmission fluid coming out like this. It's in a very liquid form here, as you can see there, instead of being thick. And I have around 2.5 quarts. 2.5 quarts will come out of the transmission. I'm gonna have to unscrew these bolts that's on the side of the pan, which is right around the whole entire pan here. All right, and to unscrew the bolts, you need an 8mm. I dropped the pan halfway, and as you can see there is nothing inside of this pan already. And the rest of the transmission fluid, the previous fluids I threw away. Now when I emptied the pan, I got all of this fluid, and as you can see there, it's up to 2 quarts exactly. For the transmission change, you're gonna be emptying out 4.5 quarts in total. So right now I'm going to be replacing my filter. There's one screw right here, and there's one hexagon screw right here on the other side. And with my 8mm socket, it should be able to take it off. There was a tiny bit of fluid that came out of it too, right here. You see this orange gasket right here for the filter? You gotta make sure to take it off because the new filter has it already. Takes off like that with a flathead, and just make sure to take it off before you install the new filter. That's the second one for the smaller filter head. I think it's easier installing the little gaskets on the actual head itself than installing the filter. Add some fluid on the sides as well so that it'll slip easier. Now once you see that everything is flushed, then you can start by installing the screws. So as you can see, this is how the front looks. It's pretty much snugged in there. And this is how the other side looks right here. The gasket is pretty much snugged. On the gasket on my car, it still looks good. Nothing seems to be teared or broken or ripped off. So I'm gonna reuse this gasket. Just make sure to clean off the edges with a paper towel and all around the corners, just to make sure that this pan will fit on this correctly. So right now I'm gonna tighten one on this side, then I'm gonna tighten one on the other side, then I'm gonna tighten one on this side, and then the other side. Make sure it's tightened cross way. So you just wanna make sure this bolt is tight here. Now you are gonna need a T27 to unscrew this screw right here. So you wanna get your wrench here, put it in place so that the bigger bolt is not gonna twist in with the smaller screw. Okay. Now I can start by loosening this screw up here. So from here you want to fill your transmission pan here. So you want to get your pump here. You want to install this right here, and this hole is going to fit perfectly. And then with your fluid here, you want to open the top, and then at the other side of the tube, you want to insert it inside the quart. I'm going to start pumping right now. All of the fluid is going to transfer in place just like this. Now it is going to be a tad bit hard to pump it. I can feel the pressure already, but just try the best you can. Ah, shit. So I've put 4 quarts inside the transmission pan here. Let's see, some of it should be coming out. Let me check. Yeah. As you can see, there's a lot of it coming out from the bottom. Now from here, you're gonna have to turn on the car, and you're gonna have to change gears from park to reverse to neutral to drive. Okay, so I'm gonna go inside my car right now, and keep in mind the car is still jacked up to the floor here. Now you want to turn off the air conditioner because you don't want that on, and from there you can start by turning it on. Let the car run for a couple of seconds here. You want to put your foot on the brake. Now you want to put it on reverse. Leave it there for a couple seconds. Put it on neutral. Put it on drive. Leave it there for a couple seconds. And then if your car has other gears, you can. So you are gonna have the 3rd gear here. And then you want to go all the way back up. So I'm gonna put on drive right now. Right now is at drive. Leave it there for a couple seconds. And once again, I have my foot on the brakes. You want to put it on neutral. I'll reverse. and then on park. Leave it on park. Then you want to slowly let go of the brakes here. Okay, now once you change through all the gears of your car, then you want to start by adding more transmission fluid. And now if you're seeing something smoking, it's because of the exhaust pipe, because I did squirt some of the fluids on the exhaust pipe. Now I'm gonna pump it a couple more times here. Okay. Let me just add a couple more pumps. I'm gonna let it go, and there should be a lot coming out of it. Yeah.